And something else we need every Monday is motivation. And with us this morning, we have the opportunity to talk about the brand, you. On motivation, we have Mr. Femi Otta. Now, he is a life coach. He's a creative strategist. He's a public speaker, an award-winning ad man, and so much more. It's great to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much for joining us this February. Now, a lot of people haven't thought about themselves personally as brands. Why do you think they should?
Yeah, well, most of the time, what people think about brands are like products. You know, when you mention brand, people think about, you know, the product you see in the market, the one you buy, even services. But the personal branding is now becoming something topical that we need to take seriously. Because if you don't, if you need to add value to yourself and stand out, you know, you need to focus on that, what is called personal branding. And that is why we tend to focus on brand you. So when you talk about a branding or you talk about a brand, don't look outside. Look at yourself. Okay, what do I have to offer? How can I, when they are talking about brands, how can people begin to now point to me and say, okay, this is a brand? Because from, you know, different definitions of branding, you know, over the years and all sorts, we have two things that we can talk about in branding. That's identification. Why do we need a brand? You need to be able to identify something. Okay, okay, this is me. For instance, you introduced me Femi Otta. Now, Femi is the name, identification. But if there are like 3 Femis in this room, and you say Femi, who answers?
Sure. So all of you answer.
Yeah, we answer. So there's now the second step of branding, which is differentiation. So when you say Femi Otta, I will be the one that will get the attention and just, you know, answer to you. But the real work of branding is differentiation. So I attended an interview many years ago, you know, when I just finished from my first degree, and also then the HR, during the interview, they were doing the shortlisting, and the HR pointed out, you know, just 2 people in the crowd. Said, okay, what's your name? He said, he mentioned the name. He called the other person, what's your name? The guy mentioned his name, same name, first name, surname. So the HR told them, point blank, we are choosing just one of you. So I was thinking, pondering about that. Why would you want to choose one out of? So I went, you know, for further research and asked questions. Said, no, we want people to be responsible for their actions. So when we say this person is doing this, we don't want to be confused that another person is the one responsible for it. Yeah, so that is the essence for differentiation and branding.
I want to touch on what people think about when they think of a brand. The first thing they think about is maybe a color. And then maybe a logo. Before they think about how the brand makes them feel, for instance. So I want to just start from scratch. What are the things I need to put together to start building my brand? Yeah.
So when you talk about colors, logos, those are elements, really. You can have all those things in place and still fail as a brand. Yeah. David Aka is considered as the father of modern branding. Yeah. So it's not all about the logos, the colors, you know, the promise. It's about how you make people feel. You know, actually the real essence of branding, when you look at how the concept, you know, how we develop that concept of branding, you know, the story has it that we have cattle in the marketplace, or at the ranches, and you want to bring them to the market. Now they use hot iron and make marks on them. And those marks are actually indelible. So you can't mix it up. So it's like permanent on the cattle. So they move them from the farm to the market. So that tells us that brands should make an indelible mark in the minds of consumers. So when I meet you and I leave, what am I living with? Yeah, it might not be the color of your dress, but it might be how you actually, how have you made me to feel, and what is that thing that I'm seeing and I take as a message.
So from this, there are many poorly branded people then. In terms of, if I go into a boutique, for instance, I see some beautiful shoes in the window, I see a beautiful logo at the doorway, I enter, and I want to pick up the shoes, but then there's nobody to attend to me. you know, or I try to negotiate on the shoes and I'm made to feel like I'm a lesser customer because I'm trying to negotiate.
Yeah.
I leave the store feeling, why did I even enter this place? But the thing is, the whole outlook was so beautiful from the beginning. When I got there, I thought I was going to be welcomed properly, but I wasn't. Yeah. How can people make a change? How can they make a turnaround?
It's all right. So there are, I discovered 6 things that a brand needs to do if you want to really move to that space.
So as quickly as possible, can we touch on each of them? Okay.
The first one is competence.
Okay.
Yes. If you promise you're going to do something, do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like you see the beautiful boutique you enter and a lot of things. Yeah. Number 2, you need character. Okay. Yeah. So it's about integrity, what you need to do. The number 3 is capacity. Yeah, because, you know, you have a shop and, you know, 10 people comes in at a time and you can't actually handle all of them. So do you have a system in place to handle all those things? Because that will, you know, affect you in,
later on.
You know, keeping to your promise. Number 4 is collaboration. Yeah, some brands cannot do it alone. You need to collaborate and know the right people. Yeah.
Maybe with the logistics company,
yes, logistics company. Even as personally, like, you know, if you're a musician, whatever you do, you need to do that. Then
Number 5?
The 5 is contribution. Contribution. So great brands are givers. Sustainable brand is built on giving, not taking. Yeah.
So like maybe samples and things like that.
Yes.
Something I can go away with.
You see a problem and you want to solve that problem. Yeah, most people build brands on, okay, if I start this brand now, how much will I make?
They should think about the other way.
No, it's the other way.
What sort of impact will I make?
Yes, people go for job interviews and say, how much are you going to pay me? Wow. You look at the place of, okay, what can I do here? Yeah, so yes, that is how, you know, great brands. And the last one is consistency. Yeah.
Big one.
Yes, so
that's the biggest.
Yes, I do something today, I do something, you know, the next day, consistently like that. So people know every time, you know, 7 o'clock, wake up Nigeria.
Yes,
indeed. So somebody asked me the time, I look at the TV, wake up, oh, it's 7 o'clock, because it's consistency. So many people lose it at that point.
I have to appreciate you so much for coming to talk to us on this. Hopefully people at home have been able to grasp a few of those points and try and work on being consistent in what they do and, of course, turning around some of their negative brand practices from the past. All right, at this point, thank you so much again for coming. We're going to be wrapping up this segment for now, but there's still quite a bit more on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.